the cattle? Or are you now angry enough at yourself, yes, I said yourself, to stop acting like one? Are you going to read the unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America, heed the words of Thomas Jefferson, learn the difference between unalienable rights and government privileges, or would you rather make the words of the following people come true? The few who understand the system will either be so interested from its profits or so dependent on its favors that there will be no opposition from that class. The Rothschild brothers in London of 1863. Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws. Meyer Amschel Bauer Rothschild. This year will go down in history. For the first time, a civilized nation has full gun registration. Our streets will be safer, our police more efficient. The world will follow our lead into the future. Adolf Hitler, 1935. Today, Americans would be outraged if UN troops entered Los Angeles to restore order. Tomorrow they will be grateful. Henry Kissinger. The illegal we do immediately. The unconstitutional takes a little longer. Henry Kissinger. Our task of creating a socialist America can only succeed when those who would resist us have been totally disarmed. Sarah Brady. Gee, we thought she wanted to take our right to bear arms because her husband's shooting upset her so much. Who'd have thought she was a socialist in grieving wives' clothing?
Wow.
Just a review now. According to Webster's dictionary, the definition of unalienable is not capable of being transferred to another, or in layman's terms, not negotiable, not to be forfeited, or it is a birthright. How much plainer can it possibly be? Our founding documents tell us that these rights cannot be transferred or taken away by anyone, not by any person, not by any government. So if the government passes laws that violate the Constitution, how can they enforce those bad laws? It's very simple. We let them do it. Be very aware, America, for what you take granted today will be gone tomorrow. Read your Constitution of Bill of Rights. And when you do read them with new eyes, eyes that are open to what those two documents really are, what they were intended to be, and just exactly who they pertain to. Stop buying the propaganda that the Constitution is the law of the land, or that the Bill of Rights gives you rights. Understand that both those documents are in reality a list of limited powers, rules, which the federal level of government are prohibited from breaking, and a list of more unalienable rights that the government shall never have the power to take from you. Understand that you are the boss, not the other way around. Then stand up with all of America and tell them, take this job and shove it, we quit, and you're fired. If you're in the American military, you're American too. You still have the same rights the rest of us do. You cannot be ordered to violate them in regard to other Americans. God bless America, and may we save the greatest gift ever bestowed on mankind, our freedom, our liberty, and our right to the pursuit of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was a question which came in another Skype window, and I'm going to very briefly address that. It was that apparently there were a bunch of people who stated that I mentioned the debt we don't owe, and people want me to explain that, as they said I just kind of glazed over that statement, and they want an explanation. Well, that explanation goes very, very deep, and it goes back to the fact that we are now owned by a foreign corporate banking institution or cabal that came about in 1913 with the illegal passage of the 16th Amendment and the formation of the Federal Reserve. Our monetary system is a complete fiat money system. There is no money. It is based on nothing but debt. They loan us our own money and then charge us interest to use it. All of the national debt, all of the debt created by the money that is in circulation posing as money is fraudulent. There is no debt. And if you don't believe me, take a $10 bill if you have one, or a 5 or a 20 out of your purse or pocket right now and tell me where, anywhere on there, it says legal tender. It does not. It says Federal Reserve note. It is a promissory note. It is a note to pay a debt. It is not money. Now, there is a gentleman by the name of Edward Griffin. He has a video on YouTube and a book which explains everything, how it happened, how this plan was hatched out on an island in Georgia called Jekyll Island. The YouTube is called The Creature from Jekyll Island, as is his book. I recommend that everyone, if you've not seen it, go watch it or go to the library and find the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, and that will answer that question, why we truly have no debt.
Yeah.
And now I would like to yield the floor to questions and callers.
Teri, we have a lot of questions. I'm going to take them down the line here. The first one we have is Patriot Bear. He is back again. Patriot Bear, you're open, hon.
Hi, Teri again. If I could just tell my story real quick. I'm retired military, like I said. I went to Tim Turner's seminar back in a couple years ago, and that's how I found out about the Republic. I started to help the California Republic. I was one of the original ones. Had no idea, that it was what it is today. And I helped Shalene Nightingale to become the governor for the Republic of California, not knowing, like I said. And I was the governor of San Bernardino County, and infiltrators came into my group and scared a lot of people away. In the meantime, I still have the group. We're not really connected with the, as far as we're not plugged in with the Republic as, staying informed and being on the calls and all that. In fact, half of my group want to get out. And some of the people in my group connected me to the Drake interview with Mr. Wilcox, which I found this website, which I found the audios of all the update on Tim Turner and the Rusa. And I went to your blog spot, and it has the document on how to get out and all that. Can I still use that document to get out?
Yes, you can. You can use. There's a document called Let It Be Known, and you want to download that. The instructions for using it are written right there on the blog, Andre.
Okay. All
you have to do is adapt it to fit yourself and your state and, your information into it. And I would recommend, as I have to everyone else who has used that document, that you add a paragraph in there towards the bottom or wherever you deem it necessary, that you are not a part of any lawsuits or legal actions that Turner has taken and named his followers as plaintiffs, that you were not consulted and you are not part of it.
Okay, yeah, because I told some of my people what you talked about that on another show, that what he's doing, he's including everybody, and they were really pissed off. And so I told them that I'm getting the paperwork to get out, and they want to get out. And the thing is, I would like to get involved with your county thing, because I want to get out of the Russo, and I like what's going on here. One of my main persons is a female, and here most of the people that are leading in here are females, which is, I'm not putting you guys down. I think it's great. It's hard to find a good man to help. No, I'm telling you guys got a lot of cahooties,
But what you don't understand is that too is on purpose. I mean, in the plastics, in the water. I mean, you want to come on one of these shows when our wonderful Will Spencer is on, and he will tell you what they are putting in our food, in our water, in our environment that emasculates men.
Yes, I know about all that. I've been keeping up since I've woken up late 2008, beginning of 2009.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Yeah, I know that.
It's just not their fault.
Now, there is an individual that we personally had to kick him out. 2 people that really disrupted our group. They're never to come back. One's an English guy, that he's still in the Republic, and he rubs shoulders with the de facto people here where I live that are corrupt. That we got child, what do you call that? When they help people get children for molesting and all that. We got
CPS.
We got CPS and people in the government here that are child. We call that
child protection,
but I don't know what you call it. But and government taking over land and Agenda 21. And this guy he goes to all the tea parties. He goes to all these tea parties. And here he's trying to push the Republic, but then he's on the other. He's got foot on both sides. So I think he's an agent, And so I had to kick him out.
They've got enough of them.
And so now you're familiar with Kelby Smith?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, guys, I need to step in. We don't have a lot of time for all the Rusa, but
I got one more question. And I'll give you back the floor. Are you familiar with SetOffDebt.com with Nina and Fred that are doing these seminars?
Yes.
What do you guys think about that group? And then I'll be down.
I'm just concerned because I just found out last weekend that they are promoting Rusa, and any involvement with Tim Turner cannot be good for anybody. So I don't know anything about their process. I've heard some bad things out of Hawaii, but I can't endorse or not endorse until I can prove that to be true. So I'm not going to comment on that. But I would be very concerned with their connection with Turner.
I just want you to be aware of it, because Kelby is getting all the cities and getting all the people involved for their seminars. So just so that you guys are aware of it.
Heads
up, people. Stay away from it.
Yeah.
So
okay, go to the next question, please.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Drake, this next caller is for you, and it is Mr. Bill Wood. Bill, you're open.
Hi, to everybody. Thank you for allowing me to take a couple minutes on the show. Drake, I just wanted to basically touch base with you and say, thank you for stepping into the forefront and putting out a lot of information that I already know is good information, based on the fact that it's the same information I'm trying to put out. So thank you for that. Your efforts are much appreciated. There's going to be a lot for what you're saying in the alt media world. Part of a radio show, an offline radio show today that will be appearing on YouTube, and we talked about a lot about your first deal on the 18th, and then your most recent one with David Rock. So just wanted to let everybody know that Nan's got some good